live from the MPH today. Check it out. There it is, brand new trading office. Got a little worm on the side of the building, so anyone can see that this is the MPH. Let's check it out. Got plenty of room in here. It's a nice vagina drawing on the wall. Trade live with me right here in the MPH. You're not gonna wanna miss this. We're gonna be trading more micros in here than anyone's ever traded before. I got into one more long trade. It's after 10:30 now. We were wicking off the 20 range VWAP. Got into a little long there, but I chickened out for 5 points this time. But I took 6 trades today, 100% winners. On the leader account, you can see I'm up 108. 5 of those trades I got the full 10 points. The last trade I got around 5. So up around 55 points today. And then on the follower accounts, on my 4 prop accounts, 2 of those trades I just got absolutely terrible fills from the copy trading. So they're a little bit less. But up over 360 total across the 4 accounts. The signal counter indicator has been working great today. Just got this 4 signal back here. Taking the break lower. Popped down about 50 points right down to the VWAP area. We had a couple of triple signals on the 5-minute back here. Both of those worked out. This is a trade I took. Breakout above VWAP, above the high of this triple signal on the 5-minute. We had tons of positive delta there. I did some live trade recording this morning, but do not feel like editing it today, so maybe I'll throw in something special at the end of the video. I just wanted to go over a very simple way to trade with the ultimate delta. The only thing I have on this chart is the ultimate delta, the ultimate VWAP, and the key levels. And then I also have the built-in NinjaTrader pivot points, like the S1 you can see right here, how well the S1 was respected in pre-market. This is the playback data from earlier this morning for the New York session. I've got the ultimate delta painting the candle colors. It's also printing the delta diamonds in real time on each tick. The candles get painted in real time on each tick, and so does the delta histogram. So you can see the order flow coming in and out of the markets. So I'm going to do some market replay for the session this morning, go over some of the best trade opportunities. You can see how the candle color is changing in real time, as is the histogram, and you've got the delta diamond appearing. Now it's dark red, got the dark red delta diamond, dark red histogram. So this can be very helpful for getting into trades a little bit early. For other signals, I like to wait for confirmation and wait for breakouts. But with the key levels for support and resistance, and with delta and order flow, and just general price action, those are the things that I'm looking for intrabar, where I might get into a trade early before a bar closes. I've got all of my indicators kind of broken up into 2 different sections. There's one section that is just basic raw information, and then there's another section that could be called lagging indicators, I guess. In my opinion, it's all how you use them. But with the more traditional lagging indicators, those are the ones I will wait for confirmation, wait for a candle close, wait for a breakout. And then with delta and order flow and the key levels, I will absolutely use intrabar information to get into trades early if I see a good opportunity. You see how we're making this move lower, but delta is drying up. We've got this light pink candle here. So once a diamond appears, it will stay there. So it is possible to get 2 diamonds on 1 candle. And that's only when you're using the delta diamonds on each tick mode. There's an option to turn that on or off. But if there was 2 diamonds that appear on 1 candle, that can also be some helpful information to take into consideration. See, we had wicks on both sides of this candle, very indecisive, very small body. And delta was drying up. In fact, it went positive at one point. That was a good area to try and take a bounce trade long from. And right now, even though we have all this positive delta coming in, we still got the 20 range VWAP right in the way, which is usually very close to the 20 SMA. Not always, but a lot of the times. And then we got a couple of key levels coming up as well. Before I'd really get excited for a long, I'd want it to break above the S1 pivot. All right, so the 20 range VWAP held right there. We bounced back down. Here we got some single bar divergence. Look at this big wick on this candle. Got single bar divergence. It was an up closing candle, but with negative delta. So looking for a breakout above this candle, we still had room up to the 20 to get 10 points. We broke above the 20, had a good amount of delta coming in. This was a trade I took today. We got a pull back right to the 20, and then continued higher up to whole number. You can see the S1 pivot is acting as resistance. Back here it was acting as support, and then we broke below when we came back up. Now it's acting as resistance for the moment. We'll see if we get a close above. If we do, we've got plenty of room until our next key level, the pre-market center. So 2 single bar divergent candles in a row. This one has mixed delta that came through, both negative and positive. I'd be looking for a breakout above or below. Here's the breakout lower at 278, and we've got a bunch of negative delta coming in. Instantly came down over 20 points. So just as sometimes I will use delta intra-bar to get into a trade earlier, there's other times where I will absolutely wait for confirmation. If I'm unclear at all about the potential market direction, or if we've been in a range and we haven't broken out yet. Like back here, we were breaking below a significant area that had held many times before with strong delta. But over here, when we get the strong delta, kind of in the middle of this range that's formed so far during the market open. So totally different situation. And you see on the next candle, we never got a break lower. And we had the lows of these wicks right here, which is currently acting as resistance right over here. So even with the very simple system, there's a lot of different things that I'm looking for. A lot of basic price action stuff, a lot of basic support and resistance, and just a lot of different concepts and strategies that I've noticed happening in the markets over and over and over, day after day, month after month, year after year, that I have as my core foundation. And there's really no indicator that's going to be a substitute for that. I strongly believe that there's no magic indicator or strategy that is instantly going to make anyone a better trader overnight. I don't think there's any substitute for personal experience and time in the markets. So as we're lingering down here, we've got all these delta diamonds building up to the upside here. We had some single bar divergence right here and a break above the 20. We've got plenty of room to our next key level. There's 20 points of room between the breakout and the pre-market low. So waiting for the breakout of this single bar divergent candle and a breakout above the 20. That's a good play. I'll stretch this out a little bit so it's easier to see. All right, so when I see some strong delta on this candle, we're above the 20. But we've got this S1 pivot in the way, but we're building up a lot of delta, a lot of potential force to the upside. So I'd be looking for a breakout above this S1 pivot, be looking for us to test the 15-minute high and possibly at least poke the 15-minute high. So there was some nice momentum behind that trade. So a good spot to get long there on the breakout for a little scalp. And when we get these candles with 2 diamonds, one on each side, like this one we've got a green and a pink diamond. And this one we've got a green and a pink diamond. I'm looking for potential breakouts above or below from these candles as well. When there's diamonds in both directions, that shows indecision. So often on the next candle, if we get a breakout, we'll get a little push in one direction or the other. You can see we got a breakout lower here. We had a nice 25-point move down. Right here on this candle, next candle is an inside candle. Then we get the break higher on the next candle, get a nice push up over 15 points in a minute. This candle has a double diamond. We don't get a break lower, but we do get a break higher. And on the break higher, we have a nice push up. So that's one way you can use the diamonds on each tick feature. And these will not appear historically. When you load your charts, you will not see any double diamonds. But when you use the delta diamonds on each tick feature, and you're using market replay, practicing on playback mode, or if you are in the live markets, from the time you turn your chart on and start populating the chart, you will see some of these double signals as they happen. Here's another double signal. We're getting the break lower. Not that much room down to the 20. I'd be thinking that this might bounce off the 20 It's also the time anchored VWAP that's anchored to 930. It's a double level right there. So we did get a hold up there. We just bounced up 20 points from the 20 there. So I feel like I've shared some good information on how to use the ultimate delta indicator and the key levels and some basic core ideas about how I trade. I'm not going to go over the entire session just because I don't want to edit all this dang video. I hope you got some good ideas from what I've shared in this video. If you'd like to support the channel using code MonkeyMan at Apex or Take Profit Trader or Tradeify or DayTraders, gets you the best price possible, and it inspires me to keep making videos. And just in general, I greatly appreciate when anyone uses code MonkeyMan. Also gets you an additional 15% off of NINZA Indicators. So even if they're having a crazy 50-60% off sale, if you use code MonkeyMan, you get an even deeper discount. There are links to the MMT line of indicators in the description. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.